Hey YouTube, Hunting for History here, and for any of you guys that watched my last video, you'll see that I got a silver score from a local bank. It was an entire roll of silver halves, so a couple days later here, I went back to the same bank and asked if they have any other rolls that was brought in by that same customer, and the teller couldn't remember, so I just picked up 4 of each denomination, 4 rolls of quarters, 4 rolls of dimes, 4 rolls of nickels, and 4 rolls of pennies. So I'm gonna hunt through these and we'll see what I get. Alright guys, so I was looking at the edges of the rolls here, and right away I see a, I don't know if you guys can see that, it's a nickel from 1957, so who knows, there might be some old coins in here. Alright guys, I decided to go through the quarters first, and in the second roll of quarters out of the 4 I got a bicentennial. I know these are not that rare, but still like to keep them. On to the next. Alright guys, in the third roll of quarters, looks like I got gypped. If anybody can see that, I just poured out the roll into my hands looking for silver edges, and I got a nickel in here. So, I don't know if there's 50 quarters or 40 quarters in here or not. Just a 1975, so looks like I'll be 20 cents short on this roll. Alright guys, I opened up my 4th and final roll of quarters, and I got this coin here. It's a 2009 Philadelphia from Guam. I also ended up getting another bicentennial, but there was nothing older than 1965 in those 4 rolls of quarters, so got 2 bicentennials and a Guam quarter and that nickel. Alright guys, I decided to open up the dimes next, and in my first roll of dimes, got a 2009 Philadelphia. So for those of you that don't know, 2009 was a low mintage year, so it's a good find. On to the next. Alright guys, there wasn't anything older than 1965 in the dimes either, so I'm just going to go through these pennies, and then I'm going to go through the nickels last. Alright guys, first roll of cents, and for those of you that can see that right there, looks like an upside down 20. I think we have a 1920. Let's just be sure here. Oh, it is, guys. That is awesome. It's a 1920 wheat penny, so that's 97 years old. First roll of pennies. I don't see any other wheats in the roll, but that's an awesome start. Let's keep on going. Alright guys, I'm on to my last roll of pennies here. Just got the 1920 wheat so far, but as you can see, this roll here looks a little bit different than the standard customer wrap penny rolls. So I'm going to open this one live on the off chance that this coin has a little bit better coins in the last 3. Don't see anything on the ends so far. Let's see. Start out at the end over here. 1977. So, like to separate all the copper. 1981. 67. Decent looking 73. And I don't see any wheats yet, guys, but you never know. 81. It appears to just be a standard roll here. These are all zincs. 79. The 68. I like to keep all the copper. I have all these little stacks. 73. But 2000. Some of these coins are pretty dirty. 1980 got little muck or stains on them. Yeah, guys, it was just a standard roll. Got about maybe 10 or 12 coppers. But I'll be moving on to the nickels next. Stay tuned. Alright guys, second roll of nickels, and I'm pretty excited. I see a 1950, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Philadelphia Mint, which is a rare date that year. So if I don't see any mint mark in the back, I could have something here. Oh, it is, guys. 1950p. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a semi-key date. I'm gonna do a little bit of research after the hunt, but this could be a good find. Alright guys, next roll of nickels, and I see a 1941 and a 1960, pretty close to each other. I like to keep anything 1960 or before, so this is going to be a 1941 plain and a 1960 Denver Mint. Pretty cool. Got some old nickels so far. Alright guys, this is my final roll of nickels here, and this was showed you guys this at the beginning of the video. It's got a 1957 right on the end, so I'm going to open this one live. Last roll of the day. Got 4 rolls of each denomination, so this is the 16th and final roll I'm opening today, and we'll see. We already know there's at least one old coin in here. And, oh guys, that's the second time that's happened today. Let's see if that'll focus. Second time today that I got a coin that didn't belong kind of in the roll. Looks like I have a dime in here, and it's a clad dime, but in the roll of quarters I ended up getting a nickel, lost 20 cents. Now in the roll of nickels I got a dime and made 5 cents profit. So just a 2014, but pretty neat to find a dime in a nickel roll. Almost makes up for the fact that I got a nickel in the roll of roll of quarters earlier. Kind of see an old one here. Yep, looks like this will be an old one. Yep, 1953, Denver. Let's see, don't see anything here. Okay, we could have another old one, possibly. And yeah, just made it. I keep anything 1960 and before, so it's 1960, 66. Alright guys, oh, another one. 1955, plain. So that's already 3 old coins for this roll. 64. And we already know we got that 57 on the end. This one could be an old one, or it could just be a 64. 62, not a keeper. Alright, I think I'm going to come across that 57 here in a second. 2011D. And yep, looks like it's going to be a 57D. And alright guys, so that makes, looks like, wow, 4 coins here in that roll that are pre-1960. So pretty good. I'm going to go on to the wrap-up. Alright guys, this is the official wrap-up for today's video. I just want to get something out of the way here. The 1950 that I found that I thought may have been a key date was not. It's actually the 50D here. That's the key date. As you can see, it's worth $14 and mint state is 60. 2,630,030 made. But this 1950 plain nickel is a low mintage coin. They did make less than 10 million of them, so that counts for something, I guess. I also learned that the 55 plain that I found is also a low mintage. As you can see, the 55D is way more common with 74 million plus made. And I found the plain, so pretty cool. Like I said, less than 8 million made. There's a couple low mintage nickels today. In terms of the quarters, Ended up with 2 bicentennials. They're not rare, but I like to keep them. And a 2009 Guam quarter. I like to keep any coin from 2009. And that was the case with the dimes today. Just one keeper, and it is a 2009, low mintage year. The oldest find of the day is this penny, 1920 wheat. It's not a rare year or anything, but just to find a wheat penny that's almost 100 years old, it's always a good find. So I'm happy with that, 1920 wheat. And the nickels today, oldest one was a 1941 plain. You already saw the 1950 plain, 53D. You already saw the 55 plain. It's a 57 Denver Mint, 1960 plain, and a 1960, let's see, Denver. So, let's see if that'll focus. Decent hunt today, guys. Hunted 16 rolls, 4 of each denomination. So, it's also all the copper I got from the pennies. So, decent hunt today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and there will be more coin roll hunting videos and metal detecting videos and coin collecting videos coming up. Hunting for History, signing out.